أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. We are talking about temporary marriage. And we said that this is one of the very advanced verdicts of Islam, very advanced rulings and teachings of Islam. Today, I am sure many thinkers and scholars of the world, even if they are not Muslim, they will accept and they will agree that this is one of the very good teachings of Islam. It will prevent communities and societies to indulge themselves in corruption. Corruption and prostitution in many of the countries today, they have shaken the foundations of the families. Now, we don't find men to be faithful to their families, to their wives. And out of their families, they have a lot of illegal relations with other women. Why? Because the sexual instinct within any person is very powerful. The most powerful faculty. And this is why that we are always commanded to overcome it, to fight with it, not to suppress it. It is not correct to suppress, like the faculty of thirst, for example. When we are thirsty, what do? We do drink water. We can't suppress it. But when we do drink water, it's a lawful way. But if we do drink alcoholic drinks, it is unlawful. Marriage is one of the solutions of Islam for preventing young boys and girls to drown in corruption. But sometimes you do not have facilities, or the situations and circumstances does not allow you to marry permanently. Here, temporarily marriage will help a young boy, a young girl, not to have illegal relations, not to drown in prostitution. If we understand this teaching of Islam, Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasalam said, if this temporary marriage was not forbidden by some of the companions of the Holy Prophet in the time of the second caliph, then no young boy and girl would go towards adultery and fornication. Unfortunately, if we see these problems, it is because that the right way, which is temporary marriage, is prohibited, and wrong ways are propagated. What is allowed by Islam, what is permitted by the Holy Quran, we cannot ban it. If the Holy Quran in chapter 4, verse 24 has permitted us, can we deny it? Can we reject it? Not at all. It means that to stand against your Lord. Apart from of the Holy Quran, in the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, we see that Prophet Muhammad gave permission to the issue of temporary marriage. All of the authentic references of traditions, collections of traditions, they have agreed and they have accepted that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave permission for temporary marriage. Out of tens of or hundreds of these traditions, I read to you one of them in the book of Sahih al-Muslim. In the book of Sahih Muslim, you can find this tradition, volume 3, page 555. This is one of the references. Also, volume 3, page 556, the number of tradition is 2497. In the book of Al-Musnad by Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal, volume 6. In the book of Kanzul Ummal, volume 8. And many other references, you will find this tradition. What is the tradition? Jabir ibn Abdullah al-Ansari says, one of the companions of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, "Kunna nastamti'u bil qabzati min at-tamr." In the time of Holy Prophet of Islam, we used to marry temporarily, and the amount that we were paying was just some dates. Some dates. Very easily, very simply. We needed, and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam gave us permission. We used to do it ala ahdi Rasulillah sallallahu alaihi wasallam wa Abi Bakr, had even in the time of the first caliph, hatta naha anhu Umar, until the second caliph banned it. It means that it was allowed and it was permitted in the time of the Holy Prophet of Islam. When it is permitted in the time of Holy Prophet of Islam, then we have another tradition, and that tradition says, Halalu Muhammadin halalun ila yawm al-qiyamah wa haramuhu haramun ila yawm al-qiyamah. Whatever Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has given permission, it will be permitted, it will be lawful until the day of judgment. And whatever he has banned it, it will be banned, it will be forbidden until the day of judgment. This tradition, which is a mutawatir tradition, highly narrated, it is accepted by majority of the scholars. It means that nobody is allowed to ban what Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has allowed, to allow what Prophet Muhammad has banned it. Therefore, we want to say that in the time of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it was legitimate, it was lawful, it was permitted. And we know that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whatever he said was based on revelation. He took it from Allah the Almighty. Then if he allowed it, it means that nobody can ban it. According to this tradition of Sahih Muslim, it says that it was allowed even in the time of the first caliph, but the second caliph, Umar ibn al-Khattab, he banned it. And clearly, according to the traditions, he says that it was halal in the time of the Holy Prophet, and now I will ban it and I will forbid it. And we said that it is not a right to be given to any companion to ban what Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has allowed it. Therefore, brothers and sisters, we wanted to say that the issue of temporary marriage is not something that only the school of Shia is propagating or advocating or believing in it. What the school of Shia is believing is exactly what Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam instructed us, told us. Our teacher, first and foremost, and the last prophet allowed us, then we don't have a right to ban it. Anyway, we will continue this topic and talk about also the abrogation, because some people claim that it is abrogated. We'll find out whether it is true or not. It is not true. We'll discuss it in next program. Until then, thank you very much. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.